Gotta get this thing started. Don't want to make things too awkward. Come on. Wait a minute. All right. What's up, you guys? DHR2. And you're probably wondering why I'm like this. Wow, we got one viewer here. Cable Jane, uh, Cable J Flame 454. What's up, man? So, you're probably wondering why I'm talking like this because I do have a rant for you guys. And this is one of the main reasons why I can't even watch, the company that used to be great, used to be really great, well, good. Well, what I'm trying to say is that I can't even watch this company that used to be great for all of the wrestling fans all over the world. And you really think that today's fan base is a lot worse than today's now. And you guys know where I'm going with this. Ever since, you know, The Undertaker started wrestling again, there's so many people out there are so busy crying once again because The Undertaker is still wrestling. He's 54. He's been injured multiple times. He's had so many surgeries. But that didn't stop other wrestlers from competing. Y'all didn't say anything about them, so why are you so focusing on The Undertaker? I sometimes feel like you people, aka the PG Smarks, are so basically crying about an old guy wrestling. You're so busy worrying about his health rather than your own health. I'm so sick of this fandom always crying about Undertaker. And every time I go on Facebook, I see nothing but people making fun of them. Old Bird versus Old Taker. Shoot, yeah, I would like for y'all to tell that to their face. And see how you like that. WWE is just it's just a 3 hour bathroom break. Yeah, it is, especially Raw because Raw sucks, SmackDown sucks. That's why I stopped watching them both altogether. And my main focus is on AEW, so that's probably why you haven't heard me talk about that in a while. But getting back to the fandom, aka the PG fanboys, are still well crying about Undertaker at his old age, still wrestling. Yeah, the WWE fans can be. They are, they are. You know, it's so sad to me that every time I go on Facebook, I see nothing but just why is Undertaker still wrestling? It's old, need to retire. He had 70 surgery, blah blah blah. Shut up! Just shut up about Undertaker still wrestling. It's not up to y'all. It's up to him whether he's want to continue to wrestle or not. Sometimes I just feel like Undertaker, he'll retire when he wants to retire. Who are y'all to tell him to retire? You're not his mother, you're not his father, you're not his grandparents, and you're not Vince McMahon. It's up to him if he wants to retire. That's his choice, not y'all's, his. At this point, WWE needs to needs a Thanos treatment for like, yeah, they do. Cause I'm so sick and tired of these marks crying about every single thing about Undertaker. He's been in the game for years. Since 1990. Started in WCW in the 80s, then came into the WWF in November 1990. And guess what? That's how long he's been in the game. Guess how long he's been booming. Guess how long he's been dominating men all over the world. This is how you know today's people would not understand. I don't care if you're new or old or whatever. As long as you're putting on great matches, that's fine. And I just think that today's generation really do not understand why Undertaker is continuing to wrestling, making his, appearances on Raw. I'm so sick of hearing this quote. Yeah, I don't mind him making an appearance, but don't wrestle. He can wrestle whatever he wants. Again, you are so busy focusing on a man's health, on a celebrity health, rather than your own health. Worried about your own family. Stop worrying about Undertaker. This is the one thing that pisses me off the most about today's wrestling. Especially those who cry about Undertaker, about him still wrestling. He's 54. He can still go. If he wants to wrestle, let him. He lost weight. If he wants to wrestle, let him. Let me calm myself, man. I sometimes think this fandom just don't know when to just shut up and stop complaining. Because if it wasn't for Undertaker, none of you fans wouldn't be satisfied with what you got today. But you know what? I'm talking about from the 90s. He was part of the new generation era, and he was the most popular wrestlers on the roster. Why all of a sudden you guys are crying about him wrestling because of his old age? It ain't about age. It's about him performing, doing the best he can to entertain us. And now you know what? I personally feel like you guys are so busy making fun of these old wrestlers. Yet when they make fun of you, when they make fun of your intelligence, then what? You wouldn't want nobody to do that to you, do you? No. So why all of a sudden you are so busy making fun of him? Oh God. Do you think that AEW will make it? Yeah, they will. AEW is going to be a better show. Have you seen All Elite Wrestling pay per view that debuted 2 weeks ago? Yeah, yeah, it's that legit. And I love the quality. I love, the ring side. I love the setup. It feels like you're betting money on a wrestling match, and that's saying something, right? If you can still go, thank you, thank you. You finally agree with me. You finally agree with me. I am so tired of people just talking down about Undertaker still wrestling. If he refuses to retire, that's on him. Stop worrying about him. If you don't like it, don't watch it. You heard that Fox Sports wants SmackDown to go TV before. Yeah, I heard about it though, but you know what? A part of me thinks that Vince McMahon is not gonna go about the TV 14 because they're so sponsored by so many TV companies and TV networks and stuff. But and I somehow feel like Vince McMahon is never gonna change the way wrestling is supposed to be. He refused to change the product the way it wants to be. But somehow he's never gonna understand why we hate this brand so much because of the wild card rule, which I heard is bad and it still is. Raw stars appearing on SmackDown, SmackDown stars are appearing on Raw. It's so bad to the point where okay, they definitely need to stop with all this nonsense. And Vince McMahon, on the other hand, is never gonna change. If he ain't gonna change, then just stop watching WWE of today. Cancel your network. That's what I would have done. And I just, what I'm saying, when I went on Facebook to see, oh, the WWE clip of Undertaker promo. The only way that WWE can get better if it's yeah, he needs to go. He's the problem. My thing is with this. Every time I go on Facebook, I go onto the Raw pages and I see Undertaker cutting a promo, and I go to the comment section and I see so many people making fun of Undertaker and Goldberg because of their old, they're hurt, they're unhealthy, they need to be tired. Like I'm so sick of seeing that. It really makes my blood boil. Like I would bet if they were to say those things right now to their face, I would bet you they would have shut up because y'all okay. You know what I'm saying? Undertaker's been around since forever, right? I feel like ever since Undertaker and Triple H around WrestleMania 27, you know, when he really got hurt bad due to the chair shots of Triple H, everybody is so busy begging Undertaker to retire, saying that you know the match that Triple H and Shawn Michaels had with them should have been the end of the and end of his career. He should have retired then. Again, it's not about whether he should retire. Who are you to dictate? I'm only following. Yeah, yeah, I am too. Cause I'm just tired of just hearing about people crying about Undertaker, and I know I'm gonna get a whole lot of hate for this, and the uh uh optimistic army, aka the Christian American fans, you know, I just can't listen to Christian Miracle, cry about Undertaker. He's old and he needs to be tired. If he wants to go, if he wants to wrestle, let him. And I was gonna do a little bit of listening to the podcast because I know they're gonna once again cry about Undertaker all the time. I feel like I personally feel like he hates the Undertaker now because he's still wrestling. No, I don't watch WWE NXT, but I do watch Everything Wrong, you know, with NXT Takeover Brooklyn or whatever, and still, they don't allow you to bleed because when you bleed, they gotta stop the match, and I really think it's annoying to say the least. So this is one of the biggest reasons why I stopped watching wrestling because of the smarks. Again, I'm not hitting no Christian Miracle. I think what I'm saying. I think he's a cool dude, but I think he should just get off Undertaker's back for once. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of Undertaker for years. You know, I'm not sucking his junk. I'm not kissing his behind or everything. I'm just respecting the man's, you know, work. I sometimes wish other people respect his craft and what he does. Did you not hear? Did you not listen? And earlier this year, did y'all not see the interview he had with the pastor? You know, about life in the company, life outside of the wrestlers. I mean, life outside of wrestling, making all of this appearances. He's a good person. Mark Calloway is an amazing guy. He's a Christian. He loves God. Shout out to him for that. And his wife was the reason why, you know, he's the way he is. If it wasn't for Michelle, and that's one of the main reasons why I respect Mark Calloway so much because of what he does outside of the company. You know, I just wish that people can just do the same. You know, I blame the um I blame the shareholders for WWE going PG and Vince's wife. Yeah, I think all of them need to blame for everything because you know I tried telling people stop blaming wrestlers for your crap, especially when it comes to Undertaker and Goldberg and all the other legends and stuff. Stop saying that you don't mind them making appearances but don't wrestle. Stop dictating who they should do, what they should do if then they're gonna wrestle or not. They can't hear you. They're not gonna understand what you have to say. They don't care. It's their body. It's their choice. As long as they're putting on great matches, that's fine. Stop worrying about their health. Is it that hard for you thick skulls? Do you people not under? You know what? What's the point of repeating the same thing because they never gonna understand. What's the point? And it's quite obvious that the WWE just don't. I see a dark future for. Yeah, I do. I do. Same for me. I I feel the exact same thing for the WWE because I just feel like this company is headed down to a dark path if Triple H don't take over. Shoot, heck, this company is so far. Yeah, it's been gone. It's been gone. As long as this man is in charge, he will never, you know, get better. He see, Vince McMahon is the type of dude that will never leave as long as he's still in charge. I don't care if this company is his baby. His father, Vincent Kennedy Sr., didn't really want Vince McMahon to take over the company, but he made mainstream. No, he went mainstream in the '90s. He created the Attitude Era, which is still the most popular era of all time, and the Ruthless Aggression Era, which was good but not great. PG in the beginning it was fine, but then things started to go downhill. Years later, with the Muppets and stuff, that's when everything just went downhill from there. So y'all can disagree with me all you want, but at the end of the day, I still stand by for what I say, and I truly feel like if these people can just stop worrying about a, a freaking celebrity and his health, her health, if they can somehow worry about their own lives, then everything would be great. Like I said, that's their choice. If they choose to wrestle in their own age, let them. It's not up to y'all, it's up to them. If anybody is bringing these legends back to wrestle, it's Vince. Blame him. Don't bring, you know what I'm saying? Don't, look, blame Vince McMahon. Don't blame the wrestlers. Blame Vince. It's all him. He they should call the 24/7 belt the hardcore title. Not really. Since it's PG, they can't go back to what they used to be. Yeah, it is a lost cause. Raw and SmackDown have to be Raw and SmackDown have to be pretty terrible. You know, I see this all the time. NXT wrestlers coming to a main roster, they're gonna suck, and so far it's working. So I just think that this company needs to step its game up, and I really wish people could just leave Undertaker and alone. Stop trashing on the guy who's been in this company for years. Part of me, part of me wanted the, part of me want the WWE to do better, but at the same time, this company is far from being saved. Yeah, you know, like I said, they got some competition coming up with them soon, and like I said, I just cannot wait to them. Well, I can't wait for to blow it at their face, because I say everybody in the comment section is gonna be. I know it didn't. You know, you didn't see my rants yesterday about that. They went SJW on that film once again. You know what I'm saying? Raven, aka Mystique. getting mad at the professor because he didn't really do anything in the third X Men movie from X Men Last Stand. Professor died. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do anything physically. He could only do things mentally by controlling the minds of mutants and villains. Then Mystico talking about some, you know, oh, you you know what I'm saying? Um, you should just change your name to X women because you're the ones that doing anything. Like, shut up. When I heard that, I just lost it. I freaking lost it. Like, that was basically it for me there. Because, you know, the politics, SJWs are ruining everything. Like, let's say if I'm writing and created a comic book series called Ninja Fury, my character Jason is autistic. You know what I'm saying? He's autistic, but he's also smart. He's gotten into trouble. He's gotten into trouble when he was in his teen years. But you don't see me throwing politics all over my story. Maybe a few in there, but at least it's not all the way shoved at people's throats. My comic takes on real life issues. You know what I'm saying? I don't put politics, making characters gay and stuff, man. I don't do that. It's sad how they go. It's sad how they cry and complain about Undertaker wrestling, but yet they weren't crying about complaining about Bill Goldberg wrestling. It's bruh, Brandon. You just said it. You just said it for me. You just said it for me, dude. You just said it for me. When people complain about Undertaker wrestling, I think it's safe to say it is safe to say that Undertaker is still gonna wrestle. It's not up to y'all. It's up to him. Stop crying about him still wrestling. Just stop it. Leave it alone. Plain and simple. So I'm gonna end this live stream off. What I'm saying. I just want to make a live rant because I just feel like you know this company just it sucks. I mean, Undertaker is a reason why I still watch wrestling. But regardless, I hate the Smarks. I hate you Smarks. I hate the PG fan base. You know, stop worrying about a celebrity's health. Worry about yourself. Worry about your own life, and then go on from there. So these PG Smarks are a bunch of hypocrites. There they are, and it's time for them to stop. So y'all enjoy this live stream and my content. Let me know in the comments below. DHR2. Love y'all.